This video is brought to you by 3, bringing you 4G at no extra cost. Plastic or metal? That's a question you've got to ask yourself when you're deciding between the HTC One E8 or the HTC One M8. The One M8 is the flagship from the Taiwanese manufacturer. 5-inch screen, 1080p resolution, a pixel density of 441 pixels per inch. It's identical so far to the HTC One E8. So what's the difference? Well, it is that metal body. The E8 comes in at a little bit lighter, 145 grams by contrast to the 160 gram HTC One M8. Thanks to that metal body though, it does feel a tad more premium, and by a tad we mean quite a big tad. That brushed metal finish feels really rich. Those rounded corners just really give it that extra little bit of edge over most of the competition when it comes to in-hand sensation. As far as colors go, they're also both available in a range of colors including white, red and black as far as the E8 goes, and red, gunmetal grey and glacial silver, as well as amber gold on the M8. As far as the screens go, both are SLCD 3 displays and they look stellar. Really great white balance as well as detail levels. Obviously, being LCDs, they are not pen tile devices, so they look as sharp as you are going to get pretty much, unless you opt for a Quad HD display. Operating system wise, they are identical to Android 4.4.2 in both KitKat, with HTC Sense 6 over the top. To give you a quick summary as to what Sense 6 looks like, we can pull in a little bit closer to frame. You've got all your home screens, which you can pinch out on and manage like so. You've also got Blink Feed, which includes aggregation from news sources and social media. Pull down from the top, and that's where you can find your pull down notifications tray, and in your applications tray you've got a vertically scrolling list of options. As you can see, it's easy to get your head around, it's super smooth and it's incredibly well optimized. HTC does a very good job, better than most of the competition when it comes to making sure their user interface looks slick and polished. As far as multimedia goes, this is where the real difference is going to lie. The HTC One M8 has a duo camera around the back. This enables some cool 3D effects. You can also do background defocus without having to change out your mode. It'll always shoot its photos in duo camera mode. It is a 4 ultrapixel sensor. There is no image stabilization on board, but it still handles low light very well indeed, and you can also fully manually control the camera. The only similarity between that and the HTC One E8 camera is the full manual control. You do have the same options, including Zoe Cam and dual capture, as well as Panorama 360. But the problem is, if anyone wants to get those 3D effects, you won't be able to. You've got the same manual modes though, so photo enthusiasts will be able to control all the elements of their pictures, including shutter speed, manual focus and ISO, etc. One thing that you do have on the E8, which you have on the M8, is that 5 megapixel front-facing camera, which is going to take brilliant wide-angle selfies. The actual sensor, as opposed to the 4 megapixel sensor on the M8, is 13 megapixels, and there is that flash module up at the top. As far as other key elements go, performance is going to be identical across all of them. The Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 processor with 2 GB of RAM and Adreno 330 chipset will absolutely nail games as well as other highly intensive tasks. Internal memory on both is 16 GB, with the M8 available in a 32 GB variant. They've both got NFC. However, there is no IR blaster on the HTC One E8, which is the final omission really. So all in all, the HTC One E8 comes in at a very respectable price of around 100 to 150 quid less than the HTC One M8. It's a really attractive package, but having said that, if you are getting it, be careful, because it's only available on a handful of UK LTE bands. You will want to double check that it is indeed available on yours. Hopefully you've enjoyed our quick comparison. If you've got any questions about these phones, please fire them in the comments section below. If you want any comparisons in the future, make sure you request them, and of course subscribe to the channel for loads more video content just like this. Be sure to check out btech.com as well. There you can find all of our videos as well as some written content too. Thanks for watching.